A lot of people think cabbage is pretty boring, but this is the foundation to a really decent coleslaw. Yes, that's right, and the poor cabbage's reputation doesn't seem to be that great, but I think it's a humble root veg that you just need to show a bit of extra TLC to, and it will reward you with some great flavour and texture. It is as cheap as chips, and after all, life can't always be about sipping Bollinger or eating fillet steak. Unfortunately. The danger of making coleslaw yourself is not preparing the veg right and having the elements too thick. I've done this once and it wasn't very nice. I use a sharp knife and shred that cabbage up really nice and thin. For my coleslaw today, I'm using half a white cabbage. You can use a mandolin, I'm very happy using a knife. Take your time and slice thinly. Good idea to take out the core as it's not very edible and slice up into small strips. What I like to do is get a bowl on the go as well and use my hands to break up the cabbage as it goes in. This way you're not left with any chunky bits. And once I've chopped up, if there's any chunkier bits, I put them back and re-chop. Once that half a cabbage has gone through, I move on to my carrot. A carrot and a half will be the right amount, and I'm going to switch up the tool of attack and use a grater. Grate this all up and then add to the cabbage. My previous bowl was a bit too small, so I've changed that. Don't be afraid, once you've got the raw ingredients in the bowl, to mix the ingredients up. Get the consistency right. The other thing I'm going to chop up is a white onion. Get it thin, super thin, and add into the mix. We only need 3 more ingredients, and that is mayonnaise, mustard powder, and a bit of lemon juice. When you make coleslaw yourself, it takes a bit of time for the wet ingredients to absorb in and break down the dry. Start off with the mayonnaise and mix it up. I will add in a bit of mustard powder at this point and then add in your lemon juice. Keep going until you're happy with the consistency. At this point you could add in some cheese. Cheesy coleslaw is a delight. I'm going to leave mine as a classic version today, which is really simple but really good. Coleslaw is versatile, and to prove this I'm going to swap my white cabbage out for a red one and go through the same steps. I love the vibrancy of red cabbage. It looks great on a plate. There are so many options. You could add in apple, raisin, celery, as many flavour combos as you like. For me it's going to be a similar story. The red cabbage gets chopped, then the carrot. I'm going to swap out my white onion for red, exactly the same as before. Make sure these all get finely chopped, grated, and run your hands through to make sure you get the right consistency. For my wet ingredients, I'm using mayonnaise as I did before. Don't go using your best mayo, by the way. As long as the eggs are free range, that should be fine. You could use creme fraiche. I'm going to use a yoghurt, which will work great. I just wouldn't put too much yoghurt in, as you don't want that yoghurty flavour taking over in the coleslaw. For some added texture, I'm going to add in some Nigella seeds. I've been known to sprinkle in some chili flakes as well. Why not? There we have a couple of coleslaws. First one nice and traditional with the white cabbage, and the second one really, that red cabbage I think works very nicely. And you can mix this up. I think the versatility of coleslaw is great, and it's a lovely little salad that goes with so many different things. Let's have a taste. First one, the red cabbage coleslaw. And the second, the classic coleslaw. Both I really enjoyed. Classic coleslaw is nice and creamy and crunchy. The red cabbage one, I love the poppy seeds as a garnish. And I think instead of using the lemon juice, you can use the white wine vinegar. It's just a nice contrast. You can definitely play around with those flavours though. I've been known to put in chili flakes and chopped coriander and a few different things. So mix it up a little bit. I think these coleslaws, they just go with so many different things. They go with lots of nice rich meat, a nice burger, Perfect really for the barbecue season coming up. Thank you so much for watching today, fellow foodies. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you like my content, and I'll catch you next time.